made it. We did it. We made it to the bath. And some of the bubbles on this way, if you know what I'm saying. So, decided to take it easy today. Like I said, I'm the last one. My shoulder is not doing it for me. Overextended, pulling, pushing, things like that really affect the back of my shoulder. So, time to relax, take a nice hot bath, chill. Excuse the hair, but it is an off day. This is actually the first time I'm taking a bath without a mat down, so my ass is straight on the bath. It's like getting stuck. I feel like when you forget to grease the pan, and when you're done with the cupcakes, you try to take them out, but the whole bottom is stuck to the floor. I'm very concerned that's going to happen to my ass. So, let's hopefully avoid that. But, got the Epsom salt in the bath, the bubbles are running. Hide my private parts from all of you. Nice and relaxed. This is the first time I'm actually having a conversation about doing this. I usually try to watch something, shut the fuck up, and just chill. But then I'm motivated. I haven't been doing much on YouTube. I kind of fell off. It's been a lot of laziness going on. And maybe just some self-doubt. We're trying to get the Patreon going on. And the videos, I like them. The feedback that I'm getting is good. I'm just not doing that great of a job, I guess, promoting, putting myself out there. I started getting a lot of clients outside. So that took all my attention. I just got home super exhausted. But those are just excuses. Always have time. There's always that show that you saw or that game that you played. You know, sometimes you need that nap. But the nap can wait. I can even say this bath, which is a waste of time. But everything got its pros and its cons. This one has bubbles. That's a pity bread. Yeah, wow. Can't talk and relax. A pretty big pro. Had to hit him with the slow-mo. I also think this is going to help just talking through the bath, get me through this. A lot of times when I take the bath, my heart rate starts getting really, really high. Start getting nice and sweaty. And then I'm just like, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. I start panicking for no reason. So I really feel like just talking to myself, recording. Hopefully time flies by. By the time you know, I'm like, well, I am way too pruny. I should have got out of here a long time ago. But I feel like I'm getting more and more relaxed. Eventually, I'm just going to stop talking and forget that this camera's even on. It's going to be great. It's going to be chill. It's also probably super uncomfortable for a lot of people, right? You're just chilling in the bath. And talking. You should chill in the bath and listen to me talk. That works. Like I was saying, I like to do this at least once a week. When I get hurt or something like not feeling right, I do it way more often. Just because it really does help, like, detox. I feel like this is the only true detox where I'm just sitting in this bath, sweating out anything that I have. I'm not drinking some tea and shitting my brains out. Or drinking some tea and not shitting at all. That's fucked up. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Teal. Most of my stuff is Mr. Teal. There's probably better ones out there, but also they all do the same thing, right? I'm not promoting getting generic stuff because Mr. Teal is brand himself, but it works for me. And as you can see, the more I touch my face, the more uncomfortable I am. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh. I got the Apple Watch on. Let's check out the heart rate. I don't know how far we're in. We're about 7 minutes in this bitch. The heart rate 3 minutes ago was 71. Right now it's at 80. We'll see how far high it goes. But I feel good. Epsom salt gives like your joints this weird feeling. I can feel it going on right now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I assume it's good. I don't know if I'm the only person that gets out of these baths like super weak, where I'm just like feeling like jello. I just want to lay down in my bed, don't talk to me, listen to my breath, hear my heartbeat go boop, 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 boop. It's fun. Take a workout in itself. You just crash. I think I'm using the eucalyptus one right now. Let's check that out. Let's check that out for everybody. More replenish. Got some Dr. Teal bombs. Pink Himalayan. Yeah. Soothing sleep just for that bedtime. Lavender truly does help. This is the one I'm using right now, Relax and Relief. Some other shit I got, some eucalyptus shit. This did not, from the beauty spot, this did not do well. It barely did anything. I had 2 of them. Usually, like from even the Dr. Teal bath bombs, if I use 2 of them, you actually see a result in the bath. This case, not so much. Butt cheeks feeling like those cupcakes I was talking about before. Getting stuck. The sparring, really what caused my injury. Probably everything together, but the sparring was what broke the camel's back. But it was a really, really good sparring session. We've been sparring with Gabe. I used to work with him pre-Pandy. He hit me up, started working again together, and we started getting a little bit more and more comfortable, and we decided to start sparring. We do have the mask on, and it's been chill. The sparring sessions has been a lot of fun. I've been missing some equipment because I forget it because I'm an idiot, but I didn't have a mouthpiece on, and he just caught me, bang, right in the teeth.
Okay, guys, the loose tooth went wrong. I punched him in the mouth.
Not even in the nose, just in the teeth. It hurts to bite my nails today. But it was a great shot. But yeah, overall good sparring, moving around, getting used to the mask, because that's basically like his own elevation training in itself, getting like no type of oxygen. So it's interesting. I wonder if people will continue training with the mask after this whole thing is over, or it's just like, yo, the mask helped me when I went to go do this bout. I was flying. It was like no problem. Because there is science that goes behind the oxygen limitation, but I don't know if there's just so much. I thought it was more of like a elevation thing, like an altitude thing. Not so much oxygen just being stopped from going into your system, but I guess what's the difference, right? Stopping it and it just not being available is most likely the same exact thing. Similar to, I'm probably gonna edit it, but I probably got a bunch of cuts of me just flipping you off, and I apologize for that. Maybe the angle wasn't right, but I didn't want to get too high. Why am I talking to you guys about this? You understand. Things happen. I'm having a good time. I'm getting sweaty. The hair's looking wild. You know what I realized? A lot of people have been doing the mullet, and that's kind of what this is becoming. I haven't shaved it at all, but this is becoming more of a mullet and mullet every single day. Look at this shit. It's fucking incredible. Who got a mullet? Miley Cyrus, OG Bobby Lee, Theo Vaughn. Maybe he might say he's the OG, but we know it's Bobby Lee. Who else got a mullet? Motherfucking Justin Miranda from the CrossFit world came through. He got 3rd place in the CrossFit Games rookie year. I think he's only 20 years old. Dude is crushing it, but he has a mullet. I think we should judge him on that. You don't have to, but I think we should. But he still crushed it, got 3rd place first year. So shouts out to him. Shouts out to all you rookies. Just go for it. Fuck it. Why not? You're either gonna go for it and be like, I could do better next year, or you go for it and be like, oh shit, I did the best I can this year. Let's try to repeat. Let's wash those dishes, let's dry them off, let's use them, and let's do that whole shit again. It's just my thoughts. Just the thoughts of a young man. I don't know. I'm getting delirious now. I'm starting to get hot. These are signs. My hand's trying to escape, but you have to pull it back in. Let's check on that heart rate. It hasn't even been that long. It was 7 minutes before when I said it is 12:43. We're having a good time. I usually stay here in 20 minutes, so we're already past the halfway point. Maybe I'll steal a little more just to continue this conversation, but we'll see. The heart rate is at 89 beats per minute. Well, that was 2 minutes ago. It was 89 beats. It's at 94 beats. I've been talking this whole time, so I can't say it's because I'm talking. 96 beats. Usa. But this is exactly where the anxiety starts to come in. When the heart rate starts to reach to the 100 point, and I'm just like, why am I sweating? Like, I know I'm sweating because I'm in hot water, but why am I sweating more? I'm not running, I'm not doing anything. It was great though, having the whole body in here. I should probably sink a little lower for the sake of where I'm actually hurt, but knees, hips right now, groin area, everything's feeling fantastic. And the Apple Watch, shouts out to the Apple Watch. I know it's supposed to have crazy depth, but I'm still nervous putting this thing and leaving it in water. So uncomfortable. How many horror shows or cartoons have you seen somebody throws a toaster in the bath and that's a wrap? I'm not trying to go out that way. Not me. But that boy lasts in the water. Chill here for 20 minutes with it in the water. And it's fine. It works perfectly fine. Hasn't given me an issue yet, even with charging. So shouts out to them. Like, again, I'm not deep sea diving. I'm here, and I guess where my arm is shallow water. Still, we weren't able to do this shit. It's crazy to me how much we're in the future. It's like, a lot of bad things going on, but a lot of good things and crazy things that we have never have thought are happening. It's wild. It's fun. I guess it's only fun because we're like, Biden's definitely winning. But as of right now, it's like, who's gonna win? We gotta wait till Friday. Fucking Friday. I spoke about this last time, but I can't believe they boarded up. I was around Central Park on the west side, just seeing all these restaurants, like just some of them deciding, yeah, we're gonna board this bad boy up, and then other ones being like, we'll take the risk. I think we have insurance for this. Let them do it. I'm trying to get that check. Whew. I don't know if you saw that, but my hand's steaming. It's hot. But I'm hoping to take today off. I rolled out this morning. Got a little bit of stretching in, not on my upper body, but on the lower body. Got a little stretching because things felt tight because of that workout that I did. It was 3 sets of 21. And again, like I said, I haven't ran in a vest in a while. So running in a vest, I was just like, oh. So I didn't push it as much as I think I could have pushed it. But I definitely pushed it on those pull-ups. It got to the point where the last set, it was just sets of 1. It was just like, 1. And then just look at the floor, try to think about my whole entire life and saying, this isn't that bad. It's almost over. It's almost over. And that's kind of why I go by. Especially when it comes to workouts. It's almost over. I don't think you should think about life that way. It's pretty cynical. But you can't hit almost. It's just like, it's gonna be over. But almost, we don't know yet. Let's see. Let's follow this ride. But yeah, today's gonna be this type of day. Chill in the bath. Hit that hypervolt. And if you haven't bought a hypervolt or any type of muscle compressed massager, definitely do it to yourself. But just keep yourself honest. Like, use it. It's gonna suck just like anything else when you first start doing it. But eventually, nice and chill. It feels good. You want to go back to it. That's like I always say with foam rolling. Like, most people don't like foam rolling because it hurts. And it's because it's new and it does fucking hurt. But your body has to get used to it. You gotta get all those lumps out. And get that blood flow going. Because not stop your progress. They could hinder muscle growth or development, whichever way you're looking at it, because the muscle hasn't recovered. So if the muscle hasn't recovered and it's not up to par and you're just putting load on it, then you're not letting it recover and you're putting load on it. I'm not saying just one workout, I'm saying over time that shit starts to build up. That's why, take care of yourself. I started doing like 30 minutes, maybe even longer of shit like that, perfectly fine. The one day that I'm just like, whatever, I'll spar with no warm up, I get injured. So it's just figuring out your line, because like I said, the morning workout before that, 3 sets of 21, hard workout, killed it, felt okay, felt great. On to the next thing, I decided I worked out today already, I must be prime, and that was like hours ago. I wasn't primed. Too much pulling, overextending. It's not good. And then I'm a dick and I decide to stretch afterwards. So don't listen to me. You get injured, leave it alone. Obviously, it was one of those obvious injuries where you need to go the rice route, which is rest, ice, compress, and elevate. Obviously, do that. Especially, we do that a lot in the Muay Thai world because our ankles and toes get jacked all the time. So we're trying to get that quickly recovered. You see people in CrossFit world with their hands taped up. A lot of times people in the Muay Thai world, their feet and their toes all nice and tied up. But we are here. We're almost at that 20-minute mark. I'm almost out of here. The bubbles keep trying to leave, but I'm bringing them back. But I definitely recommend this if you are one of those people who are just like, a bath's too feminine. Nah, what am I gonna have, wine with some candles? Have some wine and some candles, man. It's super relaxing. It feels good. You feel good afterwards. There's different type of stress that you want to put your body in. And also, this is relaxing. It's still stressful. I'm still sweating. Still feel like I'm giving some type of exertion. You need to mix that up. It's just like you don't want to do leg day all the time. You definitely don't want to do upper body all the time. Switch it up. But you don't have to listen to some guy in a bath that's trying to show you his dick. You don't have to. I recommend you don't. But thank you guys for joining the second episode of Talking to Yourself. I might call this one Relaxing by Yourself. We'll figure it out. Have a good one. Go take a bath.
Pop kiss met, AKD space, silly do con, John Locke, marble lit, operatic top off, big and tube on. Think you get a tube sock, wash titty, tube top, GameStop, give me like 50. Says sell game fans, give me like 2, like flame, react, flambe's made in the place you can't be at. Sweat, kiss met, pops it, looking like I'm boss stop. Indirect shots just tickle my ear, hit not, go sweat and lick my vet, poof. That's just how little I did, poof. Take samples, I'ma spit my shit, no truth, no sample, shit I got paid. Willie Mays days.